Today we have Zoe in from Big Vic Deli, who's the heart and soul of that deli, and she's going to show us how to do everyone's favourite party snack or midweek dinner, the Spanakopita. So you're a uni student and this is something you'd make, what, on a Sunday when you get time?
Yeah. So went on a Sunday, just meal prep for the week, and then you just got lunch for every single day. So what I'll get you to do is start off with just chopping up some of the spinach. So I've got fresh spinach from the market, so it's really crucial.
Oh, and some basil in here.
And basil as well.
Is that traditional?
No, it's a bit of a sneaky hit that we just give in ourselves.
So I'm going to roughly chop all this. What have we got? About a nice big bunch of organic spinach and
a handful of basil.
Handful of basil leaves. Great mix here. And you could tailor this to suit yourself, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, you can add anything as well to the dish. You can finish off heaps of stuff in the fridge. It's really versatile.
So this is a good leftover dish, you
Absolutely.
know, throwing everything, everything that ends up in the bottom of your crisper?
Exactly.
So for me, an important part of the Spanakopita is crispy pastry.
Absolutely.
And I know that you are going to show everyone how to do the perfect Spanakopita pastry.
Yes. So firstly, you want to get really, really nice, fresh phyllo pastry. So we sell it at our shop. So I just got the pastry out and you want to keep it quite moist. So what I like to use is get a wet tea towel and line that over the top of it.
Okay.
So that just keeps it nice and fresh while you're working with it because it does dry out quite quickly. So then you want to get some melted butter, paste it over the top. I do a lot of babysitting, so this is a good one for them as well because you can kind of get kids involved.
So this is just a perfect family dish all round, using up leftover ingredients, everyone can make it.
Really good way to get kids eating spinach because that's probably not their ideal food group.
So a bit of babysitting, Zoe.
Yeah.
How do you manage that with a busy uni life,
Well,
Big Vic
it's
Deli?
actually the perfect kind of thing, but then working at the markets is also really fun as well because living away from home, it's sort of like an extra family.
It's like a community environment working at the markets. You're getting to talk to all your customers. Con's obviously sharing his advice about what to buy, what's good. So I've chopped all the greens into this bowl now, Zoe.
Perfect.
And I've noticed there's 2 types of cheese there.
Yeah, so we've got some Bulgarian feta. So it's really good feta for this dish because it's quite salty. You could use a Greek feta, I mean, it's not going to matter, but it is quite salty, so we like it.
That is really salty, isn't it?
Yeah, just
Straight
sprinkle
through.
it around. And then we've also got some ricotta. So that's fresh and we get it made fresh almost every day at our shop. So yeah, you just do the same sort of deal. You want to have a 1-to-1 ratio with that. So we've probably got around 400 grams of ricotta and 400 grams of feta. And then to that we want to have about 6 eggs.
Easy.
Yeah, and I mean this is vegetarian as well, so I mean sometimes people like to say, no meat Mondays. It's a good way to start the week. So I've got about 8 sheets of phyllo here with butter in between each layer. So that's like the perfect base for the bottom of our dish. So what I'll do now is just brush in some of the butter into the bottom of the pan.
Fresh crack of black pepper in here. I think it goes really well with the cheeses and the spinach.
Totally. So we've got 6 eggs in there.
6 eggs.
Great, so to that we just add just under a cup of milk. Put the phyllo in the bottom.
Yep.
And what I like to do is start at one end and sort of crumple it up into the bottom, and that basically helps it to puff up a bit and get crispy later when you're cooking it, and it gives it a bit of a cool texture as well.
That type of tip only comes from someone that's cooked a lot with phyllo pastry, because I wouldn't know that. I would have just laid it flat. It probably would have gone soggy, would have probably been pale white, not golden brown.
So we've got the mixture and that's almost ready to go in. So what I'll do is I'll start working on the top of the Spanakopita. So it's the same process again, just buttering up each layer.
Great. So we're just going to go through, make the top for this Spanakopita and pop it in a hot oven. Then we get to serve this lovely dish with all these beautiful cheeses and pastries from Big Vic Deli. All our hard work has paid off. Look at that lovely Spanakopita.
Just had that on in the oven for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees. And then to just get the top nice and crispy, just add it up to about 280 top of your oven.
This would serve 8 easily, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll cut it in half, nice, big, and look at that flaky phyllo pastry.
Yep, that's the noise you want.
You're used to that?
Yep.
I'm just trying to get this pastry out ever so delicately. Look at that, and you can see in here that the spinach hasn't gone brown, which means we haven't cooked it to an inch of its life.
Go in for
Listen to that pastry just crunch.
it. Isn't it just magical?
So 8 layers.
Yeah, 8 layers. Fill in the middle of it and then add another 8 layers on the top.
In your words, that is magical. Make sure you call in and say hello to Zoe at Big Vic Deli. Thank you so much, Zoe.
Thank you.